Hi everyone, welcome to Lauren's Scraplot. My name is Lauren Urbonas and I am so excited to welcome you to Season 5, Episode 4 of the Great North American Stamping Show. Myself and 3 other lovely demonstrators are competing head-to-head this week to make a layout for you featuring page 28, layout number 6. So every week we are going to show you a project and you get to vote on whose you think is the best. So the way that this works is our videos go live on Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You get to watch my video as well as the 3 other links that I've put in the description for Julie, Lisa, and Jody. And then you get to click the like button on the video that you think should win for the week, and we crown our winner on Sunday at midnight. I would love to give a big congratulations to Lisa, who won last week's crown. And if you haven't checked out our videos from last week, of course, they are all archived on our YouTube channels. So please go back and watch them because you will get so much inspiration from those videos. Without further ado, I am excited to present to you my version of this little layout here, and it is meant to be a scrapbook template. But if you stick around to the end, I will show you how you can use it for something else in your life if you're not ready to undertake scrapbooking as a whole. So my project, before I show it to you, is going to feature a sneak peek of some products that are coming out in our holiday catalog. So those catalogs go live to customers in September 2025. But of course, if you are a demonstrator, you have the opportunity to view and pre-order from them in August 2025. Now, it is neither of those months, and you're probably wondering how on earth I received these items, and that is because Stampin Up hosted a demonstrator event called Creativity Now here in June, and we had the chance to pre-order this one suite from that catalog. It is called the Peaceful Garden Suite, and I think you will soon find that even though it has a lot of items and pieces that could be used for Christmas, it is a hugely versatile set that I think is perfect for sympathy projects as well as just an everyday encouragement. So I'm going to show you the items. I don't usually show you an entire suite, but I thought because you don't have them in your hands, you might want to see them. We're going to start with the Peace on Earth bundle, so you can see there's a great assortment of sentiments for those occasions that I mentioned. The dies you are going to fall in love with. Oops, speaking of falling, there we go. You can go back on there. We have a great set of doves, some tags, and then of course a few finer details for you to finish them off. If you're wondering what this is, it's to give a little hole in your tag so that you can use these perhaps for a gift, or you can also just use them as a label. We have used a couple of the sentiments on my project today, so I'm going to set that aside for the moment and continue on with the rest of the suite. We have an embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder called Peaceful Greenery, and again, can be used in whatever color scheme you want to create Christmas or some sympathy themes. If you watch my weekly videos, my Show Me How It's Done series, then I will be showing you how to use this in the upcoming weeks. So make sure you're liked and subscribed to my channel because you're going to want to see it. These little gems, they are called, what are they called? We should turn that over. Hues of Blue Flowers. There is blue, and I didn't even realize this till I opened it, but there's white flowers hiding up in the top corner there as well. So I didn't notice those yet, but don't worry, I will get to using them at a later date. Now the paper is absolutely stunning. This is the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper, and like all of Stampin' Up's designer paper, it comes with a great pattern on one side and an equally lovely pattern on the other side. And you can see I have already used some of these papers. Also, if you stick around, I'll show you a couple projects that I finished from the Creativity Now event, and I'm probably going to recreate in the future. Last but not least, we have Glimmer paper. Everybody loves Glimmer. So the Glimmer for this shade came with Secrecy, and you can see I did use a little bit of that already. This one is going to be Cloud Cover, so it's not silver. It's got a nice bluish hue to it, so it's a nice cloud cover. And of course, then last but not least, this one, I actually don't know what it is supposed to exactly be. It's just described as blue, dark gray, and soft green, so not in Stampin' Up terms at all, because it's too light to be Night of Navy, but it's also too light to be Misty Moonlight. It's probably close enough to that. There's 2 sheets of each of those 12 by 12s in this package, and I am excited to use them more in the future as well. So, sorry, I need some desk space. I was considering zooming you guys in, but when we're talking about a scrapbook layout, you can't really do that. So, welcome to my scrapbook layout featuring myself and my husband when we got engaged. So, those of you who know me now and those of you who don't, you can see huge differences. I tried a darker hair color during this time in my life, and I definitely dyed my hair back to the blonde before I got married. So if I do a page with wedding pictures later on, you'll see it's quite different. But this is Nathan and I, and I'm interested to hear how old do you think we are in these pictures? We got married in July of 2010. And of course, these pictures would have just been the winter before that, where we did a little photo shoot with a friend, and she took some nice engagement photos for us. So it is our 15th wedding anniversary this July, and I'm excited to celebrate it. We're not huge like party people or over the top celebrate anniversary things, but I am excited to celebrate that milestone for us, and you guys get to just walk along with us and see some fun images from the past. So, unlike most videos where I show you start to finish how to create a project, this one's a little different. I'm just going to walk you through the pieces and the sizes that I used to create this page, because I can use 2 of the same card in my collection, but I only printed off 1 set of photos. So, we're going to start with a piece of designer series paper, whatever you'd like. This is going to be that full 12 by 12 piece. And of course, you can choose whatever pattern or design you want to use, but I'm grabbing that. Then we need a little layer here. So in the catalog, they didn't layer it together. They just kind of had 2 tones on their layout, but I decided I wanted the border to kind of break up my blues. So I grabbed a piece of basic white and I cut this to 8 by 10 1/4. So that will be my full frame down here. Okay, how to make this easy for you to see. Okay, next we did add a layer of designer series paper. This was not from the Peaceful Garden designer series paper package. I actually used the Florals in Bloom because I've been playing with that paper for a all-day retreat that I'm running here this Saturday, and I unfortunately don't have another piece of that to show you, so I cut out a mask with Night of Navy, which is the color I've used for all the other shapes. So that's going to be 7 by 3/4 or 7 3/4 by 10. That would be this piece in the background. Okay, so far so good. We're layering this up. Let me just rearrange this for 1 second here. There's that and that. Yay, so pretty. I took this page very literally, so I had to sit here and figure out what the sizes for all of these things were, and I kind of just matched them to the photos that I had. So down in the bottom, we have 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 for our mask or our shadow piece. And then your photo is going to be 4 by 6. If you want just a placeholder for now, just cut a piece of white, and then in the future you can always add something on top of that. Then in the top left hand, we're going to add another piece of Night of Navy. This is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And the photo size or a piece of white for place holding is 3.5 by 4.5. Last but not least, we have this fun picture by the brick wall. This was the one that threw me off because I was trying to actually play with the florals and bloom paper, but the orange didn't want to match with any of it, but it goes with blue. So that's why we picked this suite to play with. 3.25 by 4.25 for that piece. And then we've got a nice little 3 by 4 white piece right there. So those are all the layers that you would need to recreate this sheet. Then I will tell you all the pieces that I used and my little details. So it's not as much of a craft along with me because you're going to have to customize this to yourself. Your photos might be a little bit different than what I'm offering. So where did I start? I started using the Peace on Earth bundle. So I cut myself out a couple little dubs and I used the sentiments for sending love and all the best in your new adventure. This piece of white down in the bottom here, it was a scrap from my stash. So approximately it's 3/4 of an inch wide. And then I stamped that just on the strip and cut the angled edge just with my scissors. There was no die or anything to do that. And then the 2 white doves, of course, came from that set as well. My ink is Misty Moonlight. And then this Sending Love decal, it is one of our Stylish Shapes dies. So I have those here to show you. They are what I suggest to anybody who's starting out with their stamping collection or their die collection, because it's actually a set. Ignore this one. It's a set that comes with 3 different shapes. So you get a set of circles, squares, and banners all in one little trio and in multiple sizes. So it's a really nice way to start your collection and have usable shapes that you will often use on your projects. So I could have used one of these banners in lieu of my tag down there, and that's actually what the layout kind of shows, but I wanted something skinny and this was just a little bit easier for me to do. Then the last thing that I did here, and you've probably seen it already, is I cut out the established in 2010 letters using the alphabet a la mode dies. Now, the fun thing, where did my strip go, that I did with my glitter paper is I cut myself a piece of glitter paper that was about 2 inches high because that's what the letters were. And then on the back of it, I actually added, I'm sorry, you're getting blinded because the camera doesn't like glitter things. I added a sheet of adhesive. So these are adhesive sheets, which basically turn any paper or glimmer paper into a sticker when you use them. So you peel it off, you put it on the back of your glimmer paper, and then after I cut this out with my dies, they turned into a sticker. So you can kind of see on my scraps here, because the edging on this would also be a sticker. You'll just peel the edge back, and then you can stick this onto whatever you're doing. So that's sticky right now. If I had made this nicer, perhaps I could have used the outline also on a project, but I didn't think of that. So these are the little alphabet a la mode dies. They're cute. And then I just finished it off with those little blue flowers. So I just added them kind of in rules of 3. So we liked 1, 2, 3. And then these guys are 1, 2, 3 hiding in there. That's my page. So sorry you don't get to craft as much with me, but I hope you appreciate the measurements. And if you want to recreate this now with your own photos, you have the outline. I thought this would actually be a beautiful page if you wanted also to celebrate somebody's life, because it's a really beautiful tribute color scheme and you could make it for someone. So I promised you before we go that if you didn't want to make this into a scrapbook page because perhaps scrapbooking wasn't something you had room for or the capacity for at the moment, you could also do it as a home decor piece. So what I grabbed is a frame from my local craft store. And I am going to put this now on our dresser in our room. Instead of a scrapbook page, I'm going to just put it inside a nice frame. I did have to trim it down like a teeny tiny bit. So when I tell you it's 12 by 12, it's like slightly less now because I had to trim this. So I took out the glass because I had 3D features. So we're going to try and fit that glass back in, which it never likes to do. And then all the other stuff that comes in your frame, of course, you can just shove back in. Make sure it's facing upwards, because if I wanted to hang this up on my wall, I also could. And then your take your pick tool is great for these little hinges, because I always find they stick under my nails and they kind of poke your skin, which is not nice. So take your pick tool to the rescue, pushing that down, and yeah. So, like I said, in the comments, I am excited to hear your guesses on how old Nathan and I were when we either got engaged or got married. Your choice. But it's 15 years this summer. And there we go. Beautiful home decor piece. Also doubles as a scrapbook layout that I could easily make a full album out of if I had printed all of our engagement photos. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to check out the other 3 links that I've put in my description, because Julie, Lisa, and Jody, I'm sure, have made amazing things this week, and I am so excited to see who our winner is for the week. Please make sure to share some love with everybody, because we do want to do this as a team and just really encourage each other and build each other up. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next Thursday for another edition of the Great North American Stampin' Show. Bye.